Hey guys, it's Hal, and I wanted to come here today to share some information with you. Recently, Keller Williams has taken a very bold stand to try to address some of the issues that are occurring out there in the world as it relates to racial tensions and issues of discrimination. And in an open letter back in June, many of you remember that Gary Keller had taken the stand that said, the truth is this, that racial injustice still persists. And in order to change that, it's really critical to not only say something about it, but actually do something about it. And that kind of set the wheels in motion for some changes within our organization. And I'm proud to say that we've made some good ones and some big ones. Last week, prior to the beginning of MegaCamp, our International Agent Leadership Council voted unanimously to revise our company's belief system, the Y4C2Ts, that has been the anchor for what we believe in since the inception of this company. We've modified that to include a plank for equity, opportunities for all people. And that doesn't just mean opportunities within the organization. That doesn't just mean opportunities for all of our agents. It also means opportunity for all people, for all homeowners in the communities that we live in. And I think it's a big step to include equity into our belief system. Additionally, the vote unanimously was to also include a new committee position at the local Agent Leadership Council level. The new Committee on Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion will address the issues of how do we live out at the local level our dream, our vision to be as inclusive as we can as agents and as a company. And as agents, one of the things I think it's important for us to take a look at is to constantly go back and look at what is my practice and am I living up to the very best aspects of what I want in terms of fair housing, in terms of anti-discrimination. And there's a couple of areas today that I wanted to share with you. There was a study not too long ago. It was released in 2019. And it was a study conducted by Newsday, a newspaper out on Long Island. And in Long Island, they reviewed for 3 years. They did sort of a pair-tested undercover investigation to see how do real estate agents really treat different folks of different backgrounds. Over 3 years, there was 93 real estate agents that were tested. All different companies were involved in this. It was pair testing so that the same agent had an opportunity to serve a white client and a client of color. Over 240 hours of undercover videos and over 5763 listings analyzed. And here's what the study revealed. Even today in 2020 or in the late 2000 teens, what the findings showed is that real estate agents displayed unequal treatment to their clients. Asians received unequal treatment 19% of the time, Hispanics 39% of the time, and Black Americans received unequal treatment from our industry 49% of the time, guys. That's almost half. And we start to think about that and we start to think, how does that happen? How can that happen in our culture today? And I think it's complicated. What the Long Island study sort of showed some common problem areas included areas of steering clients into specific neighborhoods. Now we know that that's things that we've learned about in real estate school. We learned about redlining. We learned about steering. We learned about how inappropriate that can be. And yet, sometimes the subtleties of our behavior can kind of put us into problematic spots. It looked at discriminatory practice in client financing. Right? Do we treat all of our clients the same way when we ask them to produce financial documents? One of the things that came out of the study was sort of some problematic areas in terms of qualifying. And so here's another undercover video. Again, the audio isn't perfect, but read the subtitles and just kind of see how sometimes if we're not consistent in the things we ask for from our clients, we can set ourselves up for areas that can be problematic.
I don't know about that. I haven't been getting about that because I've been running like a dog.
I know. So I really need that. I won't take out anyone unless you have a pre-qualification letter. So I need to know that you're pre-qualified for a mortgage.
Oh, so that means I can't go out to see anything.
I won't do it. You can try another person, but I don't have the time to do that.
Good. I'm just going to take some notes and introduce you to signatures.
What is your availability? When can you start looking at houses?
I would say not this coming week,
Okay.
but the following
all week.
Okay. So today is, let's set up our first appointment. I will send you listings this afternoon.
And again, guys, we always talk about in qualifying to make sure that your buyers are financially capable, not only because we don't want you to waste time, we don't want your buyers to fall in love with a home only to find out that they can't afford it. But one of the things that's absolutely critical is we have to have standards. We have to have a standard way of how we conduct our business for everyone. It's super easy sometimes to take a look at someone who we perceive to be financially more capable, maybe based on where they live, the kind of car they drive, who knows what it is. Maybe it's the job that they report that they have, and we can make an assumption about that person's financial capability. And yet, when we deny services to folks, when we won't show homes for some people and we would show homes for other people, we're getting into areas that are potentially discriminatory and potentially problematic.